Well, hi everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I had a couple minutes tonight before I'm getting ready for bed, so I thought I'd get a video up and let you know how things have been going for me the past couple days. I've got some food to show you and some screenshots from my app because I didn't get everything recorded. But if you will stick with me, I'll be right back and talk to you a little bit about how it's been going. Well, let me start by saying thank you to everyone that had commented on my video from the other day. Uh, it's kind of nice to know that I'm not the only one out there going through what I've been going through as far as weight loss, and I really did appreciate your comments. Um, these last 2 days, since I've had the video up, I have been on plan each day. I have taken to work my breakfast and my lunch. That seems to be working for me. Um, and I have curbed way back on my nighttime eating slash snacking. I don't have anything here to snack on, so and I want it that way. Um, I think today I ended the day with 20 points. Yesterday, I don't remember exactly how many. I think it was a little bit more than 20 points. But since I switched to the diabetic plan, I now get 28 points a day. So um, 20 points does it, it was a lot of food. I'm not hungry. So uh, and I've been upping my protein, but I'm not overdoing my protein. Uh, I've been upping my water, but I'm not overdoing my water. Matter of fact, I commented on a Weight Watchers post today that was on the Weight Watchers Facebook page about they told you how to figure out how many ounces of water to have every day based on your age and weight. I don't think it's accurate because let me tell you my situation. So I have been diagnosed with renal insufficiency, and my kidneys are in a real precarious place. Now, there's been damage to my kidneys because of all the high powered blood pressure medicines that I've had to take, which is a real big motivator for getting this weight off and getting off my blood pressure meds again. I don't know that I'll ever be off of blood pressure meds again ever, because I was off for a while and then I had the stroke, and it wasn't monitored probably as closely as it should have been. However, maybe I'll be able to uh, get off some of them. So anyway, and actually there was a comment also on my video from the other day about the GLP-1. I can't take them. I did investigate it. I was curious to see if it would help me. I am not medically cleared to take the GLP-1. They work great for some people, but again, I have this issue with my kidneys, and so I'm not allowed to take them because studies, I understand anyway, studies have proven that they do negatively impact your kidneys, your kidney function, and I have very low kidney function right now. So that's why I don't overdo the water. I do drink water throughout the day. I have a couple 8 ounces of water while I'm at work, in addition to my coffee, and I drink probably two of these bad boys every night or after I get home from work. So this is my second one, and I'll finish this before I go to bed, and then I'll fill it up again before I go to bed and set it on my counter, because when I get up, go to the bathroom during the night, then I take a sip of water before I go back to bed. I won't drink the whole thing during the night, but I just have it there. So anyway, that's the reasoning behind some of my the way why I do some of the things I do. Like I said, I cannot drink copious amounts of water, uh, and even though once upon a time I could, I just can't do it now, and do I can't overdo protein because that impacts my kidneys. That's why I couldn't do keto. A couple years ago when I tried that awful carnivore diet, it wrecked me. I mean, it really wrecked me. Numbers went, my kidney numbers went crazy, and it took me a long time to recover from that. And I was in pain. I mean, it hurt. So I was severely constipated and dehydrated because of it. So anyway, I forget why I got off on that tangent, but like I said, I have upped my water intake so that it's not overdone, but it's at least more than I was drinking. Uh, I'm not drinking a lot of coffee. I have 2 cups of coffee in the morning, and that's it. I have even started taking my own creamer with me because what was happening while I was at the hotel was I was drinking coffee, and they have those single serve packets of half and half creamers, and I was just dumping those things in there. I didn't need to do that, but I do like cream in my coffee. So I've been using heavy cream because the fat content is good. Because otherwise, I don't eat a lot of fatty foods anymore. So I get little bits of fat every way I can. Whether it's with an avocado, or sometimes I'll cook my food in olive oil, or that creamer. It's full fat creamer. Um, I have stopped for the most part buying and eating anything that's labeled fat free. Uh, Not because I was told to, but because it no longer made sense to me. We need fat to fuel our bodies, and I always did lose weight a little bit better when I was eating a little higher or a little higher amounts of fat. So now I will still buy, and I do use sugar-free stuff like you're going to see tonight. I had some sugar-free ketchup, and I did look at the ingredients list. There was no replacement. There was no sugar replacement in it, as far as I could tell. I might be wrong, but as far as I could tell, it was okay with that. So I've stopped eating a lot of the highly processed stuff. Let me just say that a lot of the highly processed stuff, opting more for the whole foods. Non-sugary, low in fat content, and I'm not overdoing carbs. So I'm not cutting out carbs because I think your body needs carbs. I mean, that's just me. Some people can go without eating carbs, and I tried it. I have a video out about how I went a week without any carbs at all. And I lost weight. I lost a good amount of weight that week. Guess what happened the minute I started eating carbs again? I gained weight and then some. So, well, anyway, I guess I'm just thinking out loud as I'm talking to you tonight about, what I've been doing the last couple of days. I have to tell you, last night when I got home from work, I was so freaking tired that I sat here on this couch and I had my head leaned up against the back of the couch, and it took everything within me to get up and get my breakfast and lunch prepared to take to work this morning. And I almost didn't do it. It was almost to the point where I was going to resign myself while I was just to eat at the hotel this morning, and maybe order something out quick for lunch, like a salad or something. And I know the salad would have turned into a pizza. But I was so tired, I physically had to force myself to get up and prepare my lunch. Because if I don't do it tonight, I don't get up in time in the morning to do it, because I'm one of those people that I get up the very latest I possibly can in order to make it to work on time. Um, those are some. I mean, that's the type of battle I go through often. Is like I have to force myself. One of the reasons I've gained weight is because I've been lazy. Not, and I don't even if lazy is the right word, but maybe just tired enough where I didn't want to. I was too tired to put forth the effort, and I wasn't disciplined enough to make myself put forth the effort. So getting back on track is hard. Getting off track is easy. You know, giving into your momentary desires is easy. Um, it's hard to have discipline and stick and to stick to the things, to the diet. And yes, it is a journey, but let's face it, it's a diet. We have to watch our diets, or at least I do. Um, and it's not fun. I'd love to be able to go out and, eat burgers and fries most nights and not gain weight. Or I'd love to be able to have pizza and wings and not worry about gaining weight, but I can't. And the older I get, I really can't, If you are in the over 70 crowd like I am, you know what I'm talking about. Our metabolism just kind of stops. So, I've been making a point to get up and walk at work. I told you in my previous video that I was having some swelling issues in my leg and my foot. The swelling's all gone now, but I have been wearing a compression sock on that leg, um, and I've cut way back on salt intake, so I'm not really salting my foods much right now. If I do, it's just a very small sprinkle. And honestly, I haven't missed it, at least not yet. That was the other thing too about eating out, going through McDonald's or eating out, getting pizza or whatever you're going to have. That's so laden with sodium, that's not good for my kidneys either. So basically, I've been really abusing my body, and now I'm trying to respect it a little bit more and do what I'm supposed to do to make it healthy again. So, all right, well, I'm sure there will be a lot more coming out of me in the next few days about, what I'm eating. Tomorrow is my last day of work for the week. I have Friday and Saturday off. And Friday I have a planned trip down to Jenny Lake, down in the Tetons. There is a small hike I am going to attempt. I think it's only like a half mile. So, the elevation at that place, I already looked it up, is about where I am right now. So I'm not going up in elevation, which is good. But I am going to take my oxygen canister with me, just in case I need it. And I'll be sure to show you the pictures of that. I haven't uploaded my pictures yet from Mammoth or the Mesa Falls. And maybe I'll just do one whole video of nothing but pictures. I don't know yet. But anyway, so tomorrow's my last day. I still have to fix my breakfast and lunch for tomorrow. And I'm getting at the end of my groceries as far as portable food. I have plenty in the freezer, but as far as portable food, I'm kind of getting the end, so I'm being very creative. I started taking, and I think I know I didn't show you my breakfast this morning because I got really busy all of a sudden when I was getting down to eat it, and I had guests coming up to my desk, and so I couldn't record my video. But I've been taking my Thomas Light English muffins, and they don't have a real toaster at the hotel. They have one of those machines where, you put the bread or the bagel or whatever on it, and it kind of rolls it through the heat. And I roll it through twice. So I've been taking that with me. And this morning I even took some PB2 with me, and I mixed it up at the hotel. I have peanut butter here. I could have taken peanut butter, but I decided I wanted to save my points for later in the day if I needed them. So I took PB2, and it all worked out really well. So, once I get motivated enough and actually get my stuff fixed and put in my lunchbox, it's not a problem, and I'm perfectly satisfied with it, and it's so much better than eating the hotel food. So I'm finding out that all these excuses that I had before really, they were unfounded, because my thought process before was, well, breakfast is free for the employees, so I may as well just eat there, and I don't have the hassle of taking anything. I'm saving on my food at home, which I'm really not. I wasn't, because even though I would eat the hotel breakfast, that I was really still hungry by lunchtime. So it wasn't satisfying me, and now I'm making sure that I'm having protein with every meal, and just a serving size of protein. So now tonight I did have a little bit more ground turkey than a serving size, but lean meats and stuff like that. So, okay, I'm going to stop here. I'm going to show you my food, and then I'll be back to wrap things up. So my lunch today is 7 points. There's 2 points in my peach, 2 points for my rice cakes. This is 3 points. It's tuna fish with egg and onion and peppers. But I've got some mayonnaise in there, so that's 3 points for that. And of course, my cucumbers and peppers here are 0 points. So I have a 7-point lunch. I think this takes me to 20 points for the day. This is my dinner tonight. I just made like a ground turkey bowl. I had leftover turkey from last night. So 166 grams of the turkey is 0 points, even on my diabetic plan. The veggies here, the onions and the peppers are 0 points. And I have the Heinz no sugar added ketchup, 33 grams, is also 0 points. I have a 0-point dinner. I'm still at 20 points. Okay, nothing earth shattering or really exciting, but what I've been going for is just simple and easy and quick. And I think I've accomplished that so far. So I'm still wrapping my head around being back in the weight loss game. So I'm going to make mistakes. Uh, I'll show them to you, but I'm going to make them like we all do. So thank you so much for sticking with me all these years on this weight loss that task I've been trying to take on. Uh, in the back of my head, I want to say I am going to make it to goal this time. I am going to make it to goal. I know that I can't promise myself that. It's a desire of mine, and I know that I'm going to do what I need to do to get there. I'm not putting a timeline on it. Like I said, when you get to be my age, my body decides to throw off weight, and sometimes it just decides to hang on to it. So all I can promise you is that I'm going to try. I'm really trying to be back on plan and back in the game. So, all right, until next time, see you guys later. Bye bye.